3, 2, 1.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Today we are assembled here for an informal faculty development program, and the aim is to enable ourselves in making of different type of study material, learning videos with the help of AI. So several AI tools will be covered in this FDP program. This entire thing, that AI and prompt engineering for all, is a vision of our Honorable Chairman Sir of Techno India Group. And today the first presenter, first speaker we are having here, our Principal Sir, Dr. Deepankar Bhattacharya. So stage is all yours, sir.
Thank you. Very good afternoon to all of you. Today we have assembled to learn different techniques of AI and prompt engineering that we can use to develop our learning materials. At the same time, our focus will be on a different aspect also. When we are a faculty member, we teach the students. So training of the students is also another very important part in this direction. So the objective of the presentation is to master how to develop LLMs, means learning materials for LLM, and how to guide the students learn different things for their self-study even. And we will use different large language models that are available freely in the market, maybe some will be paid versions also, to generate quality learning materials. And also we will try and learn how to handle a new topic using this. But remember always, the objective of this FDP is that we should not forget that ultimately human beings are the superior ones. We have to use our understanding to explain different things. So whatever output we get from these kind of tools, they will act as an assistive technology for all of us. So first part is the icebreaker. What are the major challenges, academic challenge we face regularly? The major academic challenge a faculty member faces regularly is how to train a student. This is number one, because we handle students of different levels. Number two, we need to prepare learning materials for the class, and technology is changing day by day, daily it is changing. So we have to update our learning materials. And sometimes we may even find something which is absolutely new, which we never learned before. So we have to start learning from scratch also those kinds of aspects. So all these things are the major challenges that we often face. So in this FDP, we will learn how to address all these issues. So LLMs can generate ideas, explain concepts and save time. The key thing for an LLM is saving time. But it does not mean that we become 100% dependent on this kind of large language models. We have to use our intellect to decide what is right or what is wrong. what a student will accept or what a student will not accept. Which level, if I delivered something, will be acceptable by a student or whether it is not going to be acceptable by a student. So that is one of the major important area, but they don't replace your insight, experience and pedagogy. So we cannot replace a human being. So you are the expert, AI is your assistant. So basically the objective of this FDP is to make a shift from conventional learning tools, conventional pedagogy. We are trying to integrate AI with an objective to update our learning materials as well as to prepare those things at a faster pace. But always remember, ethical use of AI, that is always important. We can write anything using this kind of large language models if we have the right prompt. Now you imagine you have written a book using this large language model. It is highly possible, but ethically this is not right. But what you can do, you can write your book or you can ask these LLM models to decide the outline for the book and then write something on your own based on your understanding. Then use the help of this kind of models that will really upgrade the quality of your book. There is no problem in taking help of technology, but we should not become 100% dependent on technology. So here, in case of prompt engineering, I think nearly 99% of the faculty members today are using ChatGPT. So I am not really going into this, that you write a prompt using ChatGPT, open ChatGPT, write a prompt. This is not our objective in today's FDP. We will go beyond that. So here we have highlighted few simple tricks that we often use in case of our prompt engineering, or when we write a prompt, what techniques we use to save time but have some kind of quality output. Remember one thing, these large language models today are trained mostly like a human being. So if you say, please do it, it matters. If you say, just do it, I want it like this, the output will never be that pleasing or the one you want. So depending on the type of prompt, just what is the tone, your output may vary. So here I have given an example, like when I use the keyword please write a topic, you see the output. See, it gives the output ChatGPT said, topic title, you go down, rationale, scope, contributions. It gave me a detailed understanding of that topic. On the other hand, when I went to this one, give it right away, what was the output? The topic is the same basically, I wanted a PhD topic. See, it gave me the PhD topic and it wrote then, let me know if you need the abstract or research gap explained. So it is not going into the detail even. So just by changing the prompt, here I have not used please. But remember one thing, I am using this ChatGPT for a long time. So ChatGPT knows me. Even though I miss please sometimes, it knows that in my heart please is there. So it sometimes updates also. But maybe when you will write, if you miss that, you may not get always the desired output. So here it gave me some kind of output. But see, this is a shorter one still. But with please, I got a better output. Even sometimes we prefer to use thank you after you get the prompt. They know that you are acknowledging it. So it also tries to find the best prompt or best output. Now, whenever we are a faculty member, we usually need to address these 8 areas. One is pedagogy and instructional design, then content, what we are going to deliver, then we have to integrate technology into it. Third is assessment and feedback. We all are facing problem when we need to prepare a lot of questions, we need to check the answer scripts, we lose lot of time. Then student engagement and motivation. Motivation is one of the keywords for when you deal with a student. You have to motivate them. Differentiation and personalization, because everybody is different. So you have to treat them. Career guidance, we all mentor the students also. So career guidance is one important area, and communication with the students. Now, why I have mentioned all these things? Under each category, I have compiled a number of prompts. What these prompts will do, if you run this prompt for a particular student, you will find a specific output about that student. Or if you run that prompt related to a content, you will get a specific output for the content. These prompts are basically the starting point. So you write this prompt, and then based on the output, you go on improving the prompt. So it's not like that you just write once a prompt and your job is over. It never works like this in case of prompt engineering. What you have to do? You have to write the prompt, see the output, how it is going on, and then you rewrite the prompt based on your understanding, based on your feedback. So it's an iterative process. It's a continuous process. And then only you are able to find. So some examples I will show about these prompts. Like design a micro-learning module on a key concept. And you mention 5 to 7 minutes. Like if you miss this 5 to 7 minutes, it may give you for 2 minutes also, or maybe for 1 hour. So you have to be very specific about your prompts. So we have like this a series of prompts, and after this FDP, we will share this presentation and those prompts with all of you so that you can go through these prompts, and after learning all the tools and methodologies also, you will be able to address all these 8 aspects which a faculty member should take care of. So just go through. Next, content mastery. So this is on content mastery. So here actually you have total 100 prompts that we shared. So like update lecture notes, develop a case study on IBM's quantum computing roadmap. So like this, there are a series of prompts available here. But these are the starting points. So like this we have for everything. So just scroll. And you can also guide the students for self-learning, because in today's world, lot of things changed. It's not like the way we used to study long back in our childhood. It's not the same, because now with Google and other tools, we know really lot of things today using this kind of search engines or different tools available now. So the role of the faculty member is to train the students how to approach a problem, how to address a problem, how to think. That is the goal today. So these kind of prompts are really going to help you guide the students in this way. So lot of prompts. For each prompt 25, so 25 multiplied by 8 categories, so 200 prompts are available here. And on different categories. So you can see these categories here, like for interviews, so there are a lot of categories. So this is the last one, and you can see collect Google and IBM info, that is one category. Go down, like guide self-learning, this is one category. Then guide for exams and interviews, that is another category. So like this we categorized all the data like this. Now steps for prompt engineering. You have to follow all these 10 steps. That is really important, which I already mentioned. First, you have to identify the goal, and then you analyze the audience for whom you are writing, whether I am writing for a first year student or a final year student or a faculty member. We have to decide that. Then break down the content. I may have one simple area where I have to address. Now you break it down into smaller areas, sub areas. How? Based on your understanding about the subject. If you don't know about the subject, then study about the subject using another prompt, and you break it down into smaller segments. Then create the initial prompt. Then you see what is the output. Based on the output, you review and you iterate and you refine the prompt. Say this part is not right. You can write, even I wrote a lot of times, no, this is what I don't want. I want it in this way. You remove this paragraph, you add it like this, you may write it in this way. I can write all these things. Then you test the prompt again and you collect feedback. Then refine based on the feedback and implement the final prompts and apply the polished prompt. So finally you get the polished prompt, and then monitor and evaluate and adjust the prompt. Now here sometimes I personally play a trick, because there are lot of this kind of large language models are available. I use mostly ChatGPT and DeepSeek, but DeepSeek is for some purposes it is very good. ChatGPT is good for some other purposes. So what I do, if I need to prepare some kind of outline, some kind of document where we need some novel aspects, I run it in DeepSeek. And then to have a detailed document, I sometimes run that prompt or the output of DeepSeek in ChatGPT. So if you do it stage wise like this, you may get an excellent output. So here I took a simple case study like Newton's laws of motion, everybody knows it. So that identify the goal. So create engaging, accurate, conceptually sound study materials. All these things are important. Notes, slides, illustration, practice problems. What you want to incorporate into that? In which format you want? Do you want it in a document format? You want it as a presentation? You have to incorporate everything here. And based on this prompt, you get some kind of output. So your goal is defined. Then second stage, I tried to keep it separate so that it becomes easy for you to follow. Analyze the audience. So UG first year students from science and engineering background. If I would have written it from humanities background, that is also possible. It may think it from another perspective. So then break down the content. So it broke down like introduction to classical mechanics, Newton's first law, Newton's second law, third law. So it divided. Now create initial prompt. So what you want, based on this you wrote this series of prompts, like explain Newton's first law with 2 real life examples suitable for beginners or suitable for first year students of engineering, like this. Then iterate. So you got some output, then we do the refinement, include word limit, like explain in 100 words. So these kind of things are to refine the output. Then you have to test the prompts, like prompts were tested in ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and we find some output and we evaluate whether this is actually useful or not. These sections most of you have already gone through, but you should follow all these steps, which we usually don't follow. So from students, like collect feedback, like the examples and diagrams. So what the students want. So all these things you collect, based on this feedback, you can refine the prompt again. So that's a continuous process. So based on those information, you refine it, and I want stepwise breakdown of derivations, whatever, you add it there. Then you get your final prompt. So earlier it was explain Newton's first law for beginners. It was like that. But finally it became explain Newton's first law in exactly 100 words with 2 simple real life examples. Assume the reader is a first year undergraduate physics students. Use clear and non-technical language. Now see, I have refined the prompt. This is very, very important when you want to use any such kind of model. You can generate questions, whatever. And finally, you evaluate what you have developed. Is it okay or not? So you evaluate, you can prepare questions, you can arrange feedbacks, whatever you want, you can use it. It is going to save your time. But don't compromise with yourself. That is the key thing here. So Up to this, many of you really know. Now we are going to show some hands-on video, and once you have this kind of hands-on video, you can do it yourself also. So first hands-on video is how to make a document using ChatGPT or DeepSeek. So play the video. And I have done basically the screen recording, so I have not skipped anything. Sometimes the video may appear a long time. The reason is, in that stage you may need to wait. So just to have an idea how things really work, I made it in this way only. So it's completely screen recording, and I'm writing also thinking what I should write. So everything I tried to give you some kind of understanding what in real life scenario we do. So at the end of the FDP, you will have all these videos, so you can see that what are the steps, and if you missed anything, you can use this video to find those steps, and you can use it in your learning material preparation. See, I wrote the first line, but then next line, please make the document, I think maybe lucid or clear, something it's going on in my mind that I need to add, so that the students can. I'm thinking from the student's perspective, because my target is a student. See, I can learn it and remember. So I emphasize in these 2 points. So when you write a point, something, some prompt, you have to think of all these aspects. It's not just simply writing, give me a note on Newton's first law. No. Please also include examples. That the students can see in daily life. See, I wrote this intentionally, that that's something the student can visualize, otherwise they will never be able to remember it. So that's why I said that what they have, and then it gave me this document. So once you have this document, you can copy it and paste it in a Word file. Your document is ready. And then you go through it and you modify it accordingly. And whenever you need some suggestions, you just incorporate it in the prompt and you have a new output. Simple. But here I wanted to show you the difference between your ChatGPT and DeepSeek. So this is the ChatGPT output. Same thing, you saw something. Now same thing, we did it with DeepSeek. Now it went to DeepSeek. Same thing I wrote, but you will see the output is a bit different. You see, these were not there in ChatGPT. So that's why, depending on what you want, you may have to play between different tools. See, it gave multiple choice questions, which ChatGPT didn't give. Long answer, different types, and some memory tips also. Okay, So like this we got, and we have the ChatGPT output and the DeepSeek output. Now you want to create one picture using ChatGPT. How to do that? You just write the prompt here, and based on the prompt it will create the picture for you. But this picture, if you want to make picture, you need the paid version of ChatGPT, not with the free version. I wrote make a picture on the application of Newton's first law or something. So it will create a picture for me. Sometimes we can incorporate these pictures in our study materials or in my presentation. Because remember, when you are making your own learning material, you should not copy things from others, because there may be a copyright issue. So you have to create your own. So these things actually help. Sometimes I even use these pictures, put it in Photoshop and manipulate it. That also I do. But making this kind of picture, it takes a little bit of time. So picture making is pretty easy. Just writing prompt in ChatGPT, you are able to get the picture. Now it is how to make a PPT. Here I actually showed two different ways. One is just using ChatGPT. You just write the prompt, I want a PPT on this topic. It will make you immediately. But there are areas which is known as explored GPTs. If you go to explored GPTs, there are specific this kind of models or tools available to do a specific purpose. So that is actually trained to do a particular thing. So if you have a tool that is trained to do a PPT, obviously it will create a better quality PPT. So here I actually showed two different ways of making PPT. One is with just simply easily, and another one with explored GPT tool. And you can see it will really create the GPT, the PPT very fast. So see, it already created what will be the slides, everything came up automatically. And at the end, it will compile it and create your PPT. But you have to format it, because the way it gives the output, it is not formatted properly, what I found. So here if you click, you will get your presentation ready.
Free version can also create PPT.
Difficult. Paid version.
So what is the payment?
It depends on the scheme.
Depending on the GPTs
Version.
you are going to use, the payments are different, but it's near about 2000 per month.
Because if you can decide earlier, then you can.
DeepSeek is less expensive rather than ChatGPT.
Yeah. So now how to use PPT using that GPT tool, Explore GPT part. I just wanted to show it. Here, if you go to this GPT, under this you have a series of tools, and here if you write in which category you want to search, you want to search a legal thing, you want to search IPR, you just write here and you will find the suitable one for you, and then you write your prompt here as you write in case of ChatGPT, and you will get a better one. But usually when you are using this kind of tools, your usage might have some limitation. Like for me, I used it so much that it created a ban on me for 720 hours. I cannot create any picture for 720 hours when you are using it too much. So, use this intelligently where you really want it. So, it will ask you lot of questions, and based on that question it will create your PPT.
You already paid. Then why they are banning you?
Because the reason is, these kind of large language models need huge amount of energy to process things. Now, if it makes it open for everyone to do everything, their site will crash. That is why they have to ban it. So, see, I asked for a 2 slide only. So, it will give me all this information, and I have to write yes every time, see it whether this is good or not, and then it will create me a good PPT. See what kind of layout you want, it will ask you all the questions, and if you have any choice you can write it here, but with the normal mode you will not be able to do that. See, I have to, he asked me every time type yes, and I have to see it and do it. I wrote formal presentation like this, I have to write all these things here. Formal but attractive, this was my choice. So, you have to write here, and then based on this it created the visual style, what will be, everything it will update. Even for each page it will create your own picture for that. So, for this slide it will create a picture here. It takes time because see, it created a picture for this, for first law. So, like this it will continue preparing the PPT. So, after every slide it will ask me yes, I will say yes, and then only if I am not happy I will write no, change this, it will immediately change it. So, now I am going to little bit advanced part, but the simpler section I am going to explain first. How to create a video. So, for creating a video, first you have to create a video script, and then using InVideo kind of tools, or there are other tools also, you can create your final video, but the video script is always required. So, here I am showing how to create a video script. It's same thing as we did for a document, just I have to use the keyword that create a video script on this topic, then only it will create the video script. So, here I will write that create a video script or make a video script. Now, once the video script is available, you just copy it and then paste it in InVideo, and it will create the video for you. So, this is the easiest way of doing things, and I will show you up to that part, and after this Professor Shomik Das will show you how to create an advanced video using avatar and all those things. So, he is going to show you after that. So, just I wrote a 2-minute video script on Newton's first law, whatever I wrote. And it will immediately generate this. If you have something in your mind, like for 2 minutes I want this special thing, you write here that for 2 minutes I want this thing. You have to write. So, you will get a video script. Now, this video script you just need to copy and paste it in InVideo. The InVideo, so we will go to the next slide for that. here in InVideo there are multiple steps it takes to do it, so it takes long time, but I didn't skip anything so that you also have the flavor how long you have to wait. So you have to turn on the start video, and in this place you have to copy paste that video script. So once you then generate my video. Job is very simple, but you have to go through all the steps, and you see getting started, it will roll maybe for 2-3 minutes, then the second section it will go. So like this it will continue for long time, and finally your video will be ready, and you can see, you can define which kind of specifications you want. You click it and generate, you will get the final video. See, so it is generating the final video. You can
Have you ever wondered why your football doesn't stop until it hits something?
see, this video was generated automatically using InVideo.
Newton's first law states, an object at rest stays at rest, and an object in motion stays in motion unless acted upon by an external force. You kick a ball, it keeps rolling, but slowly stops. Why? Because of friction. That's the external force. When you're in a moving bus and it suddenly
Yes,
stops,
everything is possible. How you write the script, depending on that, everything is possible. And actually, Shomik will show all these things.
this law is also called the law of inertia.
In phase
Inertia
two,
is they don't want to change what they're already doing. If it's resting, it wants to stay resting. If it's moving, it wants to keep moving. That's Newton's first law.
And as such, for LLM, sometimes we can even think of native languages also, because lot of people can then access. Absolutely. So now we are moving to how to make a high quality avatar video using ChatGPT and Hagen. That Professor Shomik Das will explain.
Sir, after you have finished, I have a question that you are making a video using the paid version only or with the free version also?
First part I showed using free version. This one is with paid version.
It could also be made with a free version,
version.
but there is a limited duration. Quality will not be downgraded, but you will be
Time.
having a limited scope. That is, you cannot make a larger video like 10 minutes. You will be only be able to make 1 minute video or 2 minute video in this way.
It depends on version.
Okay. Cut.
You're rolling 3, 2, 1.
Good afternoon, colleagues. So today I would like to take you to an informal journey of making avatar based video, which could be useful for making your learning materials and any other kind of materials related to entertainment, related to education, everything. So we are going to use here two things. One is the prompt engineering, because the prompt that we will going to give to any large language model like ChatGPT or DeepSeek, that prompt will give us a narratable text. Okay, narratable text means a text, those will be recorded by an AI voice, then that voice will be superimposed on a human like avatar. It could be male, it could be female, and then the final output will be generated. So first of all, I have written a prompt here that Techno India Group is now the academic partners of tech giants like Google and IBM. Please generate a narrative text of 2 minutes on the AI tools offered by the Google and IBM. So the goal or objective is very clear, that we are going to have our first year students who will be onboarded very soon. So we would like to focus two things to them. One, announcement that we are a leading academic partners of Google and IBM. And the second one is that what are the tools offered by Google and IBM, those tools can be used by the newcomer students and the existing students. So this is our goal. So now what I will do, I will just make it a 30 seconds video, because the point is, if we are going to generate a 2-minute video, we may need to wait for 15 to 20 minutes to generate it. That is why I made it 30 seconds. Okay, a text of 30 seconds. So, the narratable text, how would I find it? This is our prompt. So, I will directly copy that prompt and I will be going to the ChatGPT. Okay, I am using a free version of ChatGPT for the display purpose. Okay, you can see what he can generate. So, I have pasted the prompt which we have already decided, and now I am generating the narratable text. The avatar will be uttering the words, those will be clearly mentioned here. The narrative text of 30 seconds, it is Techno India Group proudly partners with global tech leaders Google and IBM, unlocking the power of cutting edge AI tools for students and faculty, from Google's Vertex AI for building and scaling ML models to IBM watsonx platform that brings generative AI into enterprise solutions. Learners now gain hands-on experience with the same technologies shaping the future of industries. This collaboration bridges academia and innovation, empowering the next generation of AI leaders. So, this is our narratable text which has been prepared by ChatGPT. Okay, so first that I need to write a prompt, then I will generate the narratable text. Now, what I will do, I will copy that. And if you are not happy with the narratable text, you can again ask ChatGPT to regenerate it. Okay. So, this is the sign where we can start regenerating the output with the same input. Okay. You can also vary the input by copying the input again and paste it here with a little modification. So, now I am copying it. Now, I am going to a site called HeyGen, app.heygen.com. This is actually a AI site, AI tools we are having here. Different AI tools are there, like photo to video with avatar 4, quick avatar video. You can browse it or you can navigate all the options, but I am not going to all option right now. Our goal is to use the quick avatar video, this thing. So, now here you can have professional looking avatar like them. Okay, you can have a lifestyle avatars like them. You can use AI generated avatars like them. They do not exist. They all are AI generated. Community avatars like this. You can use a animated character for your avatar. Okay. So, I am taking a lifestyle avatar. His name is Conrad, which is having 4 looks. So, my opinion that when we are going to make a learning video or something like that, we should follow 2 things. One, our blackboard or smartboard aspect ratio is 16:9. So, always we should keep the screen something like that. The appeared thing here is nothing but a reel format or a short format. So, we can change it by clicking this option. It would be 16:9 aspect ratio. Okay, the landscape mode. And the second thing, when we teach our students, we have a eye contact with them. So, always we should take majorly the avatar looks which is directly to the camera. These are angle looks, but these are direct looks. So, I am taking the first thing, the first look, this one of Conrad, where he is sitting on a sofa telling something. Okay. Next is to add script. Now, here 2 things can happen. One, as I am telling here, this audio is recorded with this microphone. I can directly record the prompt, the narratable text in my own voice, and can upload the recorded audio in the form of WMA, WAV, MP3 format. Or we can do what we are going to do right today, that is, we are copying and pasting the same thing. Now, we need to check how it is actually sounding.
Media Group proudly partners with global tech leaders, Google and IBM, unlocking the power of cutting-edge AI tools for students and faculty.
In my opinion, depending on the age and the personality of the avatar, the voice is not going with that. Okay, so I can change it by, and we can, these are the suggested voice by Heijin. It is very good if you can use a new voice, you can integrate a third-party voice from this point. We are going to use the Heijin library here. So, and there is a filter. We are going to use which language? You can see the Bengali is there, Hindi is there, every language is there, I guess. Okay. So, we have taken the language as English, the accent of the language is English India. So, now we have given these options. So, again I am trying to find out.
Here's how I sound. Hope you like it.
No, it's thinner, it's much thinner. So, we can.
Hey there. Here's how I sound. Hope you like it.
It is good. Now, listen to this.
Here's how I sound. Hope you like
This is very deep, very intense, like with a personality. The avatar we have chosen, this voice I guess suits the most. So I am going to select the voice, okay. So now the voice of David Casselmo is there, the avatar name is Conrad. Now there is the option of generate video. Before generating that, here we can select two options. If we are running out of memory, or if you need to send the video to the mobile devices, we can use 720p. Okay. Otherwise, if we are going to look it on a smart board or something like that, or in a computer or laptop, we should always use this 1080p with the large handheld devices or large computer screens or something like that. So, generate video. It will take, I guess, at least 5 minutes time. So, you need to have patience. You can also create your own avatar. If you have your images, high quality images, and that images, if you do not have images, you can directly have your ordinary type of images. There are sites like leonard.ai, you can enhance it, okay, you can change the background, and you can make your own avatar if you have some different looks of your own image with the same attire. So, presently our avatar is having an attire, a formal with a blazer, and do not have any tie on him. So, both of us are looking the same. No, a lot of things are different there, okay. We need to wait a little. When it gets loaded, we can discuss the last slide of the PPT presentation. Okay, we'll let it to be loaded. So, this is the last thing of today's lecture or training, which is remaining, that how to draft a IPR document. Okay. So, this material has been prepared by our principal sir. So, this is, we need to go to the GPTs because there are specific GPT for IPR document preparation are there. So, sir have written patent. So, Patent Explorer is one of them, Patent Pro is there, Patent Copilot is there. These are the GPTs listed here for patent or IPR document preparation. So, patent is the GPT sir is going to use. Now draft a patent application on a device to measure chlorophyll level in plant using a camera and AI. So now the document is preparing. Now the document is being prepared by the patent 4.0, this GPT model. We can also remember, so this is also asking that whether we are want to use it for web or for docs and XML extension. So we used to file the patents with the patent lawyer and the copyright patent firms around us, and for this kind of documentation we require to give at least 15,000 rupees to them. So this kind of document could easily be prepared by an experienced researcher, because the GPT may give you a wrong impression, but you should be capable enough to identify if he does a mistake. Okay.
Sir, for patent there is a requirement of functional diagram. So here not.
No, if you ask him that include the functional diagram, going to include it.
But that might not match with what you are actually doing.
Yeah.
It might not match with it. So the nitty-gritties have to be taken care of.
That diagram you have to prepare.
Actually, for functional diagrams and data, it's better you should.
Yes.
You should not rely on that. But the major area is prior art. That you can take help. Claims also you can form using this. But for diagrams and data, you should rely on your.
Even the claims also we need to refine it, because
Absolutely.
the claims that
Claims
it might not
also.
match with your data and you might not be in a position to defend it.
Yeah, that's why I said that you
Only the
have it.
prior art it works well.
Yeah, you have it, but sometimes you may need to modify it.
Refinement can be done later.
So,
If someone is an expert, it will be very difficult, isn't it?
so we are coming back again to Hagen. The video has already been processed and this is the output. Before going to the output, I can show you here we are having an option called caption. Caption is the subtitle. If I turn on the caption, the entire voice will be having, entire video will be having the subtitles at the below of the screen, okay, bottom of the screen. So now I am going to play the video.
Unlocking the power of cutting-edge AI tools for students and faculty. From Google's Vertex AI for building and scaling ML models, to IBM's watsonx platform that brings generative AI into enterprise solutions. Learners now gain hands-on experience with the same technology shaping the future of industries. This collaboration bridges academia and innovation, empowering the next generation of AI leaders.
So this is the video.
Captions can be volume low at that end or
Huh?
that end volume is low.
Key volume? No. This is the settings. We should enhance the volume from the smart board. We do not have any external speakers. So I really don't know how the volume will be. Is there anyone who knows how to increase the volume of the smart board? Remote? This is not a volume single.
The symbol that you have on the right side.
Huh? So this is my computer, na? It is already full. It is from my computer it is maximum, but the smart board will be having. So I am going to download it. ঠিক কোনো অসুবিধা নেই বলছি এমনি no not required
Techno India Group proudly partners with global tech leaders Google and IBM, unlocking the power of cutting-edge AI tools for students and faculty. From Google's Vertex AI for building and scaling ML models, to IBM's watsonx platform that brings generative AI into enterprise solutions. Learners now gain hands-on experience with the same technology shaping the future of industries. This collaboration bridges academia and innovation, empowering the next generation of AI leaders.
So this is what we have today till now. So
In case you want to have a voice modulation done because that voice is not satisfactory.
no, when you are giving the punctuations, the full stop, comma and other things, the modulation will all automatically be done.
And how about even working with the way, I mean the body language?
Body language is predefined.
Oh, that can
Yeah,
be done.
body language is predefined.
Suppose after one line I put an end gap, so after that line it will give a pause.
Exactly, exactly.
Actually, it depends. Like I use synthesis, and intentionally I wanted to
আমি
see
এই যে
how
সফটওয়্যারটা দিয়ে কাজ
it
করি
reacts.
এটাও পেড
So I wrote
এটার
some
আনপেডও
text,
আছে,
it
আপনি
will
ছোট
be
বানাতে
added
পারবেন।
there, and it will show you
1 মিনিটের
some
ভিডিও,
ads.
30 সেকেন্ডের ভিডিও।
কত পেমেন্ট
Then I intentionally
এটা
wrote one of my relative died,
মান্থলি ওই
and you explain all this.
$15 মনে হয়।
So I found the same expression.
These are not expensive.
So like
পবিত্র
Depending on how
প্রপোজালটা রাখো স্ট্রংলি কাজ করতে হবে